Today, we'll explore the top 10 most influential British royals who shaped history and left lasting legacies. Let's dive right in and discover their impact. The British monarchy has seen many influential figures, each leaving a unique mark on history. From warriors and reformers to monarchs who reshaped religion and governance, these royals helped define both the United Kingdom and the world. Let's explore the top 10 most influential British royals throughout history. 1. William the Conqueror. William I, also known as William the Conqueror, was the first Norman king of England, reigning from 1066 until his death in 1087. His victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066, defeating King Harold II, dramatically altered the course of English history. His reign marked the beginning of Norman rule in England, bringing with it profound changes in land ownership, governance, and culture. The feudal system was firmly established under William, redistributing land to Norman barons, which centralized power and created a hierarchical social structure that influenced England for centuries. William's administrative reforms, including the commissioning of the Domesday Book in 1086, laid the foundations for modern government and bureaucracy. The Domesday Book was an extensive survey of land and property, documenting ownership and resources, and it remains a critical historical document today. William's legacy as a conqueror and reformer set the stage for the transformation of England into a centralized and powerful state. 2. Henry VIII. Henry VIII is one of the most well-known monarchs in British history, remembered for his 6 marriages and his role in the English Reformation. His desire for an annulment from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, and the refusal of the Pope to grant it, led Henry to break away from the Roman Catholic Church and establish the Church of England, with himself as its supreme head. This pivotal moment in 1534 permanently altered the religious landscape of Britain, leading to centuries of religious conflict and shaping the future of Christianity in the country. 3. Queen Elizabeth I. Elizabeth I, the daughter of Henry VIII, reigned from 1558 until her death in 1603, overseeing what is often referred to as the Elizabethan era, a period of great cultural flourishing, exploration, and political stability. Her leadership helped England emerge as a dominant global power, particularly following the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588, a key victory that solidified England's naval supremacy. This military success marked the beginning of English expansion and the foundation of the British Empire. Elizabeth was a master of diplomacy, skillfully navigating political and religious divisions at home, including the tensions between Catholics and Protestants. Her reign was also marked by the flourishing of English literature, particularly the works of William Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe. Elizabeth's refusal to marry. 4. King George III. George III reign, from 1760 to 1820, is remembered for both great triumphs and challenges, most notably the loss of the American colonies following the American Revolutionary War. This defeat was a significant blow to British imperial ambitions, but George's reign also saw victories in the Napoleonic Wars, which solidified Britain's position as a leading global power. His leadership during this tumultuous time helped steer Britain through a period of great change, both domestically and internationally. George III is also known for his bouts of mental illness, which ultimately led to his son, the future George IV, assuming the role of regent in 1811. Despite these challenges, George III was a popular monarch, seen as a symbol of British resilience and patriotism. His reign oversaw significant cultural and industrial advancements, including the early stages of the Industrial Revolution, which would go on to transform British society and the global economy. 5. Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria's reign, from 1837 to 1901, was the longest of any British monarch until Queen Elizabeth II, and it marked a period of unprecedented industrial, cultural, and political change. The Victorian era is often seen as the height of the British Empire, with Britain controlling vast territories across the globe. Under Victoria's rule, Britain became the world's most powerful nation, with advancements in industry, science, and technology driving economic growth and global influence. Victoria's personal life, particularly her deep mourning after the death of her husband, Prince Albert, endeared her to the public and helped humanize the monarchy. 6. Edward VII. Edward VII, the eldest son of Queen Victoria, reigned from 1901 until his death in 1910. His reign, though brief, marked a period of significant social and cultural change. Known for his charm and diplomatic skills, Edward played a key role in fostering good relations between Britain and other European powers, particularly France, with the signing of the Entente Cordiale in 1904. This agreement helped to prevent war between the two nations and laid the groundwork for the alliances that would shape World War I. Edward's reign also saw the continuation of industrialization and the growth of the British middle class. He was a popular monarch, often referred to as the Uncle of Europe, due to his family ties with many European royal families. 7. King George VI. George VI, the father of Queen Elizabeth II, reigned from 1936 to 1952, a period marked by the challenges of World War II and the subsequent decolonization of the British Empire. George VI ascended the throne after the abdication of his brother Edward VIII, and despite his initial reluctance, he became a beloved and steadfast leader during Britain's darkest hours. His calm and steady leadership during World War II, particularly his decision to remain in London during the Blitz, endeared him to the British public and symbolized the resilience of the nation. George VI's reign also oversaw the beginning of the end of the British Empire, with the independence of India and Pakistan in 1947 marking a significant moment in Britain's decolonization process. His legacy is one of duty, courage, and humility, and he remains a symbol of British perseverance during times of great adversity. 8. Prince Albert. Though never a king, Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria, had a profound influence on British society and the monarchy during the 19th century. Albert was a strong advocate for modernizing Britain, particularly through advancements in science, technology, and education. He played a key role in organizing the Great Exhibition of 1851, a showcase of industrial and technological achievements that celebrated Britain's leadership in the global economy. Albert's influence extended beyond his public works, as he also helped to shape the modern image of the British royal family, emphasizing moral values, family life, and public service. His death in 1861 devastated Queen Victoria, and she spent much of the rest of her reign in mourning. Albert's legacy, however, lived on through his contributions to British society and his efforts to modernize the monarchy. 9. Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II's reign, as discussed earlier, spanned 70 years, making her the longest reigning monarch in British history. Her leadership through times of immense social, political, and technological change helped to maintain the stability and relevance of the British monarchy in the modern world. Elizabeth II was deeply respected for her sense of duty, diplomacy, and ability to adapt to changing times. Her global influence, diplomatic relationships, and commitment to public service solidified her as one of the most iconic monarchs in history. 10. Princess Diana. Princess Diana, despite not being a monarch, reshaped the role of the British royal family, particularly in the areas of charity and public engagement. Her work in raising awareness for causes such as HIV/AIDS, homelessness, and landmine removal had a profound impact on global perceptions of these issues. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the lives of the top 10 most influential British royals. Their contributions to history are undeniable, and their legacies continue to shape our world today. If you enjoyed this exploration of British history and want to learn more about the fascinating stories that have shaped our past, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.